And good morning, everyone, and welcome in to the IcePlex in Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin for the NIHL Game of the Week, another Breakfast with NIHL version, as we have girls 14 and under action taking place this morning with the Vipers, actually the visiting team today, taking on the Lady Falcons with the Peoria rule. This game was Peoria ruled by the Vipers, so the Lady Falcons will be the home team here in this NIHL Game of the Week matchup. Hello, everyone. This is Eric Willowhite. Thanks so much for tuning in to the NIHL Game of the Week broadcast powered by Stream Sports Midwest right here on the NIHL TV network. Let's take a look at in the standings. The Lady Falcons are tied for first place with 15 points, 11 games played, 5 wins, 1 loss, and 5 ties. A lot of ties there. 25 goals scored on the season, 13 against, a plus minus of 12 for the season. The Vipers showing up in 6th place with 8 points, 10 games played, 4 wins, and 6 losses. They've scored 19 on the season, led up 21 with a plus minus of minus 2. As far as the last games played for these two teams, well, very recent. Both of these teams played each other just yesterday, with the Lady Falcons coming out on top by the score of 2-1. That game was played at Top Shelf Ice Arena at 4:30 yesterday. Again, the Lady Falcons coming out a 2-1 winner in that matchup. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, and Wisconsin. This is the 53rd season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the squirt, peewee, bantam, and midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season, which is what you are seeing today. NIHL will partner with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament at the conclusion of this season. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, NIHL president, or visit the website at nihil.info. I want to give a shout out to my buddy and partner here at Stream Sports Midwest, Aaron Schellen, who is under the weather. He's been felled by the illness, and he's kind of been down and out this week. He's recovering, getting closer to full health, but unable to make the game today. So hope you're feeling better there, Aaron, and we'll catch you next time, maybe next week, on the NIHL Game of the Week. All right, Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawk fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. Tonight, the Hawks will host the LA Kings. That's a 6 p.m. puck drop at the United Center. That game will be on the NHL Network as well as NBC Sports Chicago. Then on Tuesday, the Hawks will visit the Canucks in Vancouver. Don't know who the coach will be then. Maybe it still will be Bruce Boudreau. Maybe not. A lot of drama going on there in Vancouver. That's a 9 p.m. puck drop. That game will be on NBC Sports Chicago. Thursday, the Hawks will be in Calgary to take on the Flames, 8 o'clock puck drop. Game is on NBC Sports Chicago. Plus, don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. All right, so we're going to get ready for puck drop here shortly. We'll find out who the starting goalkeepers will be. Table's a little rocky where we have the camera mounted, so just kind of bear with us there. Again, the Lady Falcons will be the home team, so they're in white, and they're in the Vipers' regular home bench there. And it is Russo in goal, Gianna Russo for the Lady Falcons. And then we're waiting for the Vipers. I think it's going to be Reynolds, number 15. Yes, it is. Tess Reynolds in net for the Vipers. And Gianna Russo for the Lady Falcons as we get set for puck drop here at the IcePlex in Pleasant Prairie. Good morning to everyone tuning in on the NIHL Game of the Week on the NIHL TV network. Now play along the far boards, dumped into the Vipers zone. Tracking back for it there. You got a Jersey Tucker right out of the gate. Oh, on net. And that's steered aside by Reynolds. Falcons keeping it inside the zone for the moment. And backhanded outside the zone. Between the circles, skating with it, that is Alexis Russell. She fires a shot that sails over the goal of Russo. Comes along the near boards and dug out by the Lady Falcons. Here's Seeger. Puck knocked back to center. And the Lady Falcons will have to backtrack. Dumped inside Vipers territory once more. Then it's immediately ejected outside the zone. Not a whole lot of play towards the net right now. A lot of center ice play as Rocio dumps it inside the zone. Falcons have it. Seeger skating after it. Tried to flip it towards the net, but that was deflected and goes into the far corner. Now that's shoveled out of there by Pop, Danica Pop. Still kept in by the Falcons. Backhanding it was Heather Hummel. She couldn't get it out of there. Falcons attempt. That misses connection, but Westrich keeps it in at the near point. Aubrey Westrich. Now it squirts out from the far boards, and the Vipers will skate out with it. That's Dia Tosca. Had it knocked away. That was a 1-on-4. Not a lot of good odds there, but might as well try it. Now thrown back into the Lady Falcon zone. That's touched by Russo and thrown behind the net. Over towards the far boards. 4-player battle ensues. And the Falcons get it outside the zone. Dumped in on that play there by Maria Travers. Vipers gain possession, trying to get it outside the zone. They just do. And it's skated back in by Molly Brandt. And thrown between the circles, and that's intercepted by the Vipers. And they'll skate forward. Cross-ice pass, trying to get it over to Kuipers. That one deflected off the stick, goes over to the far boards. Battle in front of the Lady Falcons bench. Cross-ice pass, easy for me to say, over to Fessler. And she backhands it into the zone. Vipers trying to clear. Dug out by the Falcons. Between the circles, shot that goes off of the skate of Brzezinski. It goes over to the near boards. Now a centering pass from the near boards goes out to the neutral zone. Vipers will try and get there first, flip it off the boards just out of the reach of Wilbrandt. And then skated in by Russell. Had it knocked away for the moment, but continuing on is Taylor Lothar behind the net. Lothar backhands it and then goes over to the near corner. No one there except herself. She'll track it down, throws it over behind the net. Shot from the far point. Deflected wide, goes behind the net. Between the circles now, and the Lady Falcons come out with it. Janzak tries to backhand it away. And now going after it for the Vipers is Grace Solar. Solar has it taken away. Falcons will throw it over to the far point. Flipped on net. Glove save made. And hanging on is Tess Reynolds for the faceoff. A wise idea there. Good Tess, good shot from that far point, but Reynolds able to make the glove save and hold on. We'll have a faceoff to her right. Falcons. They'll try and keep it in, dump down low by Bella Mosley. Vipers get it outside the zone. Novak tried to carry that one in, but it was knocked away at the blue line. Hummel had to retreat for it. And then thrown back over by the far boards. Picked back up by the Lady Falcons. Skating in with it is Seeger. Seeger centering attempt and taken away at the last minute there. Nice work by Tosca. Throws it over to the far boards. Vipers still haven't gotten the puck outside the zone yet, however. Still scoreless here in the first period, 7:27 remaining. Westrich had it for a moment, but then off her stick and over to the near board. She'll retreat and gather it up. It's back over to her defense partner. Oh, and then a centering attempt. Not strong enough. Almost stolen away there by the Vipers, but now here come the Falcons. Big save made by Tess Reynolds on the rush there by Molly Brandt. Brandt came up, picked that puck up along the far board, came in, fired a shot from the far circle, and Reynolds was able to glove and hold on. Now kept in between the circles. Back over to the far side, that's Wilbrand. Then dumped down low. Lady Falcons will get there first. Maria Travers throws it over to the far boards. Vipers look to dig it out. That was Addison Skursky hacking away at it. Then pushed out to center ice. Along the far boards. Through the circle. Vipers will get there first. Skursky left it for Tegan Graw. And then dumped down low as they go off for a change, but this is going to be an icing call. So icing against the Vipers with 6:08 remaining in the first period. A scoreless first period at this moment. Face-off will be to the right of Tess Reynolds. Draw taken by the Vipers. Janzak moves it over to the near boards. Oh, good breakout pass there by the Vipers. It's coming up along the ice there is Lothar. Now Lothar had the puck knocked away momentarily, and then her pass was intercepted, but the Vipers keep it in. Between the circles, backhand attempt, and Russo was able to get a glove on that and throw it over to the far boards. Falcons trying to get it out the center. They do. They'll come along the far boards. Flipped on net. That one went off the shaft of the stick of Reynolds. Nice job. Tess Reynolds there. Kleinschmidt throws that one on net. Kleinschrott. Pardon me, but that was a nice shot towards the net. Got a lot on that one. Janzak picks it up for the Vipers. Retreats. Backhands it over to the far corner. Then thrown over to the near corner. That's going to be picked up by Ellie Skinner. Skinner can't hold on to it, and then it's thrown outside the zone. The Falcons will set up. Had it taken away. Tosca. Stick handles by the far circle. Centering attempt picked off at the last minute there by Lily Lloyd. Over to Skinner. Skinner between the circles had the puck knocked away over to the near corner. Centering attempt does not get home. And then it's knocked out the center. And backtracking to pick that one up will be Aubrey Protz. Trying to backhand it out of the zone is Heather Hummel. Play along the near boards. Hummel has another crack at it. And this time it does get out to the neutral zone. Here's Seeger. Seeger over to Rocio. Rocio skating behind the net. Centering attempt. No one there for the moment. Vipers trying to get it out. It's kept inside the zone. Rocio center attempt on the stick of Lewis. Knocked down. Puck is loose. Seeger tried to pass it inside the circle. Well, that was deflected away. Vipers still can't get the puck outside the zone, however, and it's kept in once more. Seeger stick handling, but had it knocked away. Then Seeger retreats. Seeger in alone, shot, and a save made by Tess Reynolds. Holds on. Seeger, Chandler Seeger, very active in that sequence there. Just finally took the puck herself along the near boards, went in all on Reynolds. Fired the shot, but Reynolds was able to hold on, hug that post, and get a face-off here with 3:19 to go. Scoreless. And the Lady Falcons here in girls 14U NIHL play. Behind the net, Vipers will look to dig it out. Tegan Graw. That one's thrown all the way down. Kleinschrott's going to skate after it. No icing. Centering attempt intercepted, thrown on net. Wow, and what a big recovery there by Gianna Russo. As that puck was picked off by the Vipers, Caroline Waller immediately put a shot on, and Russo had to react quickly. Face off to her right. Draw between the circles, thrown back down. Digging out will be Kleinschrott, throws it over to the far boards. Kept in by the Vipers. Now changing directions over there is Sydney Wilbrandt. Throws it over to the far boards and just gets outside the zone, then brought back in off sides. So we'll have a face-off just outside Falcons territory along the far boards. Draw, Vipers gain control. Knocked away from Russell, then out to the neutral zone. Janzak picks it up for the Vipers, will skate behind her own net, change directions. Tries to flip it along the far boards. That puck was taken away. On that puck there is Lily Lloyd. Now Vipers get it back once more. Centering attempt. That's going to be picked up by Alexis Russell. Overskates it. Thrown back inside Lady Falcon zone. And a couple player changes going on for the Vipers. Lloyd picks it up for the Lady Falcons. Backhand pass over by the far boards. Picking that one off, however, will be the Vipers' Grace Solar. Solar battling along the far boards in front of her bench. Vipers dig it out, knock back inside the zone. And then Solar once more, battling along the far boards. Puck doesn't want to leave that far board area. Magnet must be in play. Solar again. We're down to a minute 14. Now it's dug out by Seeger. Chandler Seeger skates in. Backhand. Save made. Puck is loose and it goes wide of the near post. Boy, Chandler Seeger, great individual effort there. But Tess Reynolds was up to the task once more. Extremely well in net today for the Vipers. Now Janzak tries to dig it out. 47 seconds remaining. Throws it over to the near boards. Kept in, however, by Wilbrandt. Dumped down low. That's going to be played by Adley Lewis. Oh, and Lewis almost got a stick on that one in front of Reynolds, but unable to corral it. And then it goes over to the far corner where then it's thrown outside the zone. Here's Tosca skating in. Tosca shoots, and a save made by Russo. Couple nice saves by each goaltender here in the final minutes. Seeger still out there digging for it. Centering attempt between the circles. Twirling around, shot, save made by Reynolds. And time's going to wind down here in a very active final minutes of the first period. We're still scoreless, but not due to a lack of chances by either team there, as the final minutes saw some action on both ends. So we'll update the score. Get that change to the second period. If you're commenting on the chat, I appreciate that. I won't be able to moderate it today because it's just a band of one today. Ruben might be on commenting, though. But if you are in the chat or in the comments section, just let us know where you're watching from. We know we have a lot of Chesterfield Lady Falcons girls club fans tuning in, obviously, with the long distance. So we appreciate you tuning in, as well as those of the Vipers or wherever you're watching from and whoever you're rooting for. We appreciate it. Chicago Blackhawks are proud to announce that the Blackhawks High School Rivalry Series has entered its final month with 4 huge games remaining. Fenwick versus Latin, Maine versus Waubonsee, Chicago North versus Highland Park, and Stevenson versus St. Viator. To see game dates, times, and details, visit blackhawks.com/HS Rivalry Series. All right, we get ready for second period action here. And puck drop. Kuipers wins the draw for the Vipers. Then it's thrown inside Lady Falcons territory. Far board play. We saw that a lot in the first period. Direction. Again, the Vipers in their dark jerseys with the orange and white trim. They'll be going left to right this period, and the Lady Falcons with white with black and red trim will be going right to left. Thrown over off the near boards. Vipers throw it up ice. Fessler tried to get a piece of that, unable to. But then it was brought in off sides by Brandt. They'll drop it in the middle, I guess. Westrich tries to dump it up ice. It got deflected back between the circles. Going back to play that one is Aubrey Protz. It's thrown outside the zone. Skidding after it there will be Tegan Graw. Now Janzak. And skidding up with it there is Brzezinski. Brzezinski. Pass trying to feed it into Lothar, got deflected. Lady Falcons will look to go the other way. Now thrown over to the far board, skating after it will be Russell. Alexis Russell tracking it down in the far corner. Trying to dig it out. Good stick work there, however, by Protz. Trying to keep that one from being centered. And then the puck gets out the center. Here's Seeger, Chandler Seeger. She had that great opportunity there towards the tail end of the first period. Scoreless first period. Now Russell. Russell shoots. Oh, it hit off the crossbar. He had a wide open left side, including the top shelf, and she hit the crossbar. Great opportunity there for Russell. Centering attempt between the circles. That one rolls off the stick of Novak. Vipers keeping the pressure on. Then thrown off the far boards. It's going to go all the way down. We'll see if this will be icing. It's slowing down, and they wave it off. No icing. Now out to the neutral zone. Seeger tries to backhand it back inside Vipers territory. She gets it back This time she's successful, and she'll skate off for a change. Janczak picks it up behind her own net, centers it between the circles. Out comes Tosca. Tosca stick handles, takes it wide. Side. Great move here. Tosca, centering attempt. Trying to get in a wrap. Oh, on net, and a save made by Russo. Russo's had to make some quick last-minute saves on things where you don't think the shot's coming, and all of a sudden she has to be on top of her game. She's had a couple of those today. Sometimes you see the shot coming and you're just getting ready and in position. A lot of times she just had to react quickly on a couple occasions here. Now up the ice. Over to Molly Brandt. Brandt pursuing. And it's knocked out to the neutral zone. Lady Falcons pick it back up. Here's Molly Brandt again. Takes it on the near boards. Brandt. And pick back up. Flip wide of net by Maria Travers. And now a four-player pileup along the far boards, dug out by the Vipers. It'll throw it behind the net where Hummel will get there first, Heather Hummel. And outside into the neutral zone. Here's Lloyd. Lloyd dumps it and chases after it in the far corner. Getting there first, however, will be the Vipers' Danica Pop. Pop backhands it up along the far boards, kept in by the Falcons. Shot goes wide into the near corner. Then dumped out. This will be an icing call. Oh, no, we're on net. Russo had to play it. It was straight on net. Here's Lloyd. Chips it ahead. Lloyd passes it between the circles. Shot! Glove save. Puck loose. Dug out by the Vipers. Good attempt there. And now here's the lead pass. Vipers might have a break. Oh, good work. And a cover up at the last minute. As skating in alone was Taylor Lothar. Looks like we might get a penalty here, however. A little too good of a work there. And going to the box will be Aubrey Westrich. I believe that was 16. So face-off will be to the right of Gianna Russo. Seeger will take the draw for the Falcons, Lothar for the Vipers. Vipers won the draw, but then it's thrown out to center. Brzezinski has it. Leaves it along the near boards. Dug out by Wilbrand. Wilbrand tries to chip it up the near boards, and it comes out. Here's Seeger, Chandler Seeger. Seeger gets around a defender. Shorthanded shot, score! Chandler Seeger, shorthanded with 1:28 left on the power play for the Vipers. Chandler Seeger picks it up in her own zone. Some nifty stick handling. And at 7:30 remaining in the second period, the Lady Falcons get on the board with a shorty. Tosca has it. Still a power play time for the Vipers. They can get the equalizer. As Tosca throws it on net, save made Russo. Then another shot, tough angle. That was blockered aside by Russo behind the net. Tosca battling. Comes out with it. Center, no one home. Vipers keep it in between the circles. Janczak, flip shot. Oh, and that one goes wide. Partially deflected along the way. Kept in at the near point. Here's Tosca. Tosca rolls it. Oh! Little slow reaction there by Russo, but it went wide of net regardless. Kept in by Solar. 37 seconds on the power play for the Vipers. Lady Falcons finally get the zone cleared. Janczak will have to retreat for the Vipers. Cross ice pass. Get it back over to Solar. Solar will carry it in. Here's Solar. Shoots from top of the near circle. Initial save made by Russo. Wasn't sure where it was at the moment. And then Kleinschrott will throw it outside the zone. And skating after it is Hummel. 2 seconds, one. Power play is over. Both teams back at full strength. Hummel chasing after it. Seeger gets there first for the Lady Falcons. Has the puck roll off her stick, but it's kept inside the zone. And a centering attempt to Seeger. Far circle. Throws it on net. I don't know if Reynolds got a piece of that or a teammate, but it was immediately ejected outside the zone. Players falling down left and right along those far boards. And we're going to get a penalty. And going to the box, that's number 95. That's Sydney Clark. So the Vipers will be shorthanded. Falcons will get their first power play opportunity. Face-off will be to the left of Tess Reynolds. Hummel gets the puck, reverses direction, then throws it behind the net. That's going to be picked up first, however, by the Lady Falcons. Wilbrandt over on the far point, dumps it down low. Vipers gain possession, breakout pass, too far ahead, and this is going to go down for icing. Trying to get that puck out front and get it to Taylor Lothar, but the puck was too far out in front, and icing is called. 5:07 remaining in the second, 1-0 lead for the Lady Falcons on the shorthanded goal by Chandler Seeger with 7:30 to go in the second period. Face off to the left of Tess Reynolds. Vipers win the draw again. That was Lothar. And that's dumped up ice by Lothar, killing some time. Aubrey Protz has her pass taken away by Russell. Russell feeds Lothar. Oh, and then thrown on net by Russell at the last minute between a maze of legs. She got that shot through somehow. And Russo was able to track that and hold on. Again, another one of those hurry up and make the save plays. Gianna Russo's looked excellent in net. Both goaltenders have played really well in this game. That shot attempt goes off of the shin pad of Bella Mosley. Now Mosley has it, throws it over to Fessler. Mosley gets it back, tries to backhand it outside the zone. Solar keeps it in. Seeger tries to retreat and track that down. Vipers get there first. Then it's thrown outside the zone. Power play still here for the Lady Falcons. Tosca shovels it ahead. And centering a pass. Oh, Seeger wide open between the circles. Power play shot, stick save made by Tess Reynolds. Got 25 in white bearing down on you, and then another puck thrown on net, and Reynolds is able to hold on for the faceoff. Seeger looking to pot her second goal of the game, second of the period, at that time on a power play, but Reynolds denied. Faceoff to her right. 3:50 to go in the second, 1-0 lead for the Lady Falcons. The Chesterfield Lady Falcons, I mind you. Puck throw, that one deflected like 2 times before it went harmlessly into the far corner, but for a moment there, that thing was ping-ponging around. Tense moments for Tessa Reynolds. Tess Reynolds. I threw an A on her name for no apparent reason. Far point or near point shot does not get through. Dug out by the Lady Falcons. Lloyd tried to throw that on net. And we got a whistle. Looks like we got a hooking call or a high stick. Yep. Hook is the call for the Vipers, and that'll be Tegan Graw. So as soon as one penalty is over for the Vipers, another one begins. Back-to-back power plays for the Lady Falcons. Fessler will take the draw. For the Falcons, Falcons keep it inside the zone. Thrown behind the net. Knocked away. Out to center ice where Seeger's there. Chandler Seeger. And back out to the neutral zone momentarily. And trying to feed it over to Lothar. That's going to be picked up by Bella Mosley. Mosley dumps it in, goes over into the near corner. Stick save made there on the shot by Seeger in the near point. Vipers gain possession. Here's Russell. It's a 2-on-2. Russell takes it wide. Good stick work there by Seeger, but Russell was still able to get the pass through, trying to reach Lothar. Good chance there, shorthanded for the Vipers. And now Seeger chips it ahead to Lloyd. Oh, falling down was Hummel, and skating it alone, fanning on the shot. Unable to get enough on that was Moya Brake. Back over to Seeger near point. Flips it behind the net. Centering attempt, trying to stuff it in that far corner. Reynolds says nothing doing there. Between the circles, back to Seeger. Seeger throws it over to the far point. Flipped on net. Oh, last save made by Reynolds. Power play is over. Both teams back at full strength as we have 1:08 remaining here in period number 2 with a 1-0 Falcons lead. Farboard play comes out to center ice. Tosca had it for a moment, then taken back. Here's Lloyd. Lloyd takes it wide, throws it wide of net. Goes over to the near boards. Vipers get it out with 42 seconds remaining. Pass outside of the reach of Fessler, goes behind the net where Hummel will play it. Hummel kept in on net, save made by Tess Reynolds with 20 seconds remaining here in period number 2. Face-off will be to her left. A 1-0 lead for the Lady Falcons. Yesterday's game was a 2-1 win for the Falcons against the Vipers, and Lady Falcons holding another 1-goal advantage so far. Between the circles, shot never gets through. That was Kleinschrott. Tried another attempt, still doesn't get through. And then outside the zone. Here comes Sydney Clark. Clark skating in. Had the puck knocked off by Kleinschrott at the last minute. Now Kuipers has it, and the horn sounds, signifying the end of period number 2. 1 goal scored in that period. Coming off the stick of Chandler Seeger. It was a shorthanded goal at 7:30 to go in the second period. At 7:30 for Lady Falcons. We'll update the scoreboard now as we head into the third period. NIHL players and goalies, NIHL's Best Flow is back. This is basically a fun celebration of the best hockey here in the league. There's always great enthusiasm for this promotion from players and fans. All entries are now in. Follow the NIHL Facebook page and see what weekdays you'll be able to vote for your favorites. One player represents their team in the contest. In the end, there will be a youth and a coach winner. They will win prizes for their team and for themselves. Prizes are sponsored by Jerry's Hockey and the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Be sure to make your voice heard as we will see who will be named Best Flow 2023. All NIHL teams are finishing up their regular season play. Each team is working to collect the points that will help them earn a place in the league's end-of-season tournament. Keep your eye on the NIHL Info website, the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for upcoming broadcasts. Our next broadcast will be today, 2:50, as we'll be at the Twins Rinks in Buffalo Grove, where the St. Louis Lady Cyclones will visit the North Shore Warhawks in a girls 10U matchup. So a pair of girls league games this afternoon on the NIHL TV network. As play resumes, Lady Falcons will go left to right, Vipers right to left here in the third. Quick shot well wide of net into the near corner. Dug out by the Vipers. Russell trying to get that pass ahead to Brzezinski. Now Brzezinski battling. Russell shovels it ahead. Outside the zone, however, and the Lady Falcons will pick it up. Rocchio has it. Then puck knocked away. Lothar digs it out. 1-on-3. And a good stick check there by Westrich. Brzezinski, however, carries in for the Vipers on the far boards. 2-on-1 battle. Kept in far point. Flip towards the net. Stick the side. However, I might have a goalie change there. Let me check on that. There might be Tackett in net. That is. That's Tackett in net for the Lady Falcons. They might have switched in the middle of the second period, and I might have missed that. If I did, my apologies, but that is Tackett in net for the Lady Falcons. And it's still Reynolds in net for the Vipers. Lloyd tried to backhand that one towards the net, never got through. And now Wilbrand will take it for the Lady Falcons, throws it off the near boards, trying to get that one ahead over to Skinner. Tosca will have to pick it up for the Vipers, skates behind her net. Ooh, dangerous. Oncoming player, but she was able to throw it over to the far boards. Now Clark. Check that, that's Graw. Graw has it. Graw behind the net, over to the far boards. And flipped out of there by Novak. Lloyd will carry it back in between the circles. Over to Skinner, but Skinner was starting to curl in, so that pass was just outside of her reach. And thrown on net from the far corner. Wow! Reynolds able to make that save at an impossible angle shot. Gloved it down, but then it went almost between her wickets there, and she was able to cover it up. And now her team piling on for the congratulatory save. Fessler threw it on net, stick to side by Reynolds. That puck comes outside the zone. That's going to be offsides against the Falcons. And they're going to say that was an egregious offside, so the draw will come all the way inside the Lady Falcon zone. Face off to the left. of Tackett. Kaylin Tackett. Backhander. That one goes wide of Tackett. Now 4-player battle in the far corner. Lady Falcons dig it out. Centering attempt well wide of Travers, and that's going to go down for icing. .9:38 remaining in the third period. Still a 1-0 lead for the Lady Falcons. Seeger digs it out and has it knocked away. Now Lothar backhands it, but that's steered aside by Tackett. Lady Falcons having some problems clearing the zone. Good battle there. And we're going to get a penalty. And it's Seeger who's going to get the penalty for a trip. So power play time for the Vipers as they look for the equalizer, and one of the Lady Falcons' better players in the penalty box for this opportunity for the Vipers. Thrown on net, Tackett makes the save. Janczak has it, near circle shot, doesn't get through. Kept between the circles, however, by Russell. Russell shoots, and a save made by Tackett. Kaylin Tackett keeping this game, keeping the 0 on the side for the Lady Falcons. As she's pairing up with Gianna Russo here, trying to keep the Vipers off the board. Will Brandt threw it over to Break. That's knocked back inside Lady Falcons territory. Will Brandt will have to track back for it again. Graw trying to keep it in between the circles, throws it down low. Lady Falcons come out with it. Here's Lloyd. Lloyd will shovel it ahead. And skating after it will be Skursky. Skursky. And over to the near boards, near point. Will Brandt shot well wide of the far post. Lady Falcons doing a good job of killing the penalty here, keeping the puck inside Vipers territory. Break centering pass, no one home. Now here's Russell. Russell will take it wide. Russell coming in, shoots, save made, and the rebound just escapes Rappa. Tackett made the initial save on Russell, and then the puck was kicked out, but Rappa unable to secure the rebound. Now Graw. Graw will move it ahead along the far boards. Graw skates it over. Tries to shovel it towards the net, but that's picked up by the Lady Falcons with 10 seconds remaining on the power play for the Vipers. Then the puck knocked out to the neutral zone. That'll do it for the power play for the Vipers. Both teams at full strength, but that'll go down for icing against the Lady Falcons. Face off to the left of Kaylin Tackett. I think I've been calling Skursky Janczak most of the game, so I apologize. Good battle there. Puck goes behind the goal line. Dug out by the Vipers. Up the boards to Waller. Rocky will dump it in. Knocked back outside the zone. And thrown over to the far boards. Out to center. Here's Chandler Seeger. Could be a 2-on-1. Seeger skating in. Seeger shoots. Save made. Tess Reynolds. Reynolds denying Seeger for a second time. Up close. Now out to center where Seeger will track it down. Backhand pass trying to get it over to Westrich. That's too far back, so she'll have to retreat. 5:42 remaining, 1-0 lead Lady Falcons. Vipers still looking for the equalizer. Travers throws it on net, and an easy glove save made by Reynolds. Draw will be to the left of Tess Reynolds. Falcons win the draw between the circles. Wilbrandt tries to throw it on net, never gets through. Then dumped outside the zone by Brzezinski. Here's Lothar for the Vipers. Lothar behind the goal line, looking for a centering opportunity. Oh, and it's covered up as Russell was inching towards the net. But Kaylin Tackett was able to cover that one up without any further damage. Face off to the left of Tackett. It'll be Lloyd and Lothar on the draw. Lothar has won a lot of the draws today, and she wins another one there. Lloyd tries to backhand it off the far boards, kept in by the Vipers. Here's Lothar taken down. That's going to be a penalty on Kleinschrott. Maggie Kleinschrott will go to the box. A tripping call it is. So a late third period power play for the Vipers as they're going to call a timeout to talk this one over. So again, reminder, our next game will be later today, 2:50 p.m. We're going to be at the Twin Rinks in Buffalo Grove for the St. Louis Lady Cyclones as they visit the North Shore Warhawks and a girls 10U matchup. You can catch all that action again right here on the NIHL Facebook page, where all NIHL Game of the Week games are televised, or streamed, I should say. So timeout called by the Vipers coach, trying to draw up a play with the draw here if they win the draw. Trying to get the equalizer here as they trail 1-0 with 4:48 remaining here in the third period. Kaylin Tackett in net now for the Lady Falcons as she came in, I know at least at the beginning of the third, if not somewhere midway through the second. If that's the case, I missed her entering the game. And it's still Tess Reynolds to our right for the Vipers. Vipers win the draw. Thrown on net. Tackett covers up. Danica Pop was able to throw that one between the circles towards the net, and Kaylin Tackett was eventually able to track it down and cover it up. Oh, sweep shot there by Brzezinski. And then she'll throw it over to the far boards, Graw. Oh, and it's taken away. Here's Lloyd. Lloyd skating in, shoots, scores! Another shorthanded goal for the Lady Falcons. As Lily Lloyd skates in and gets it past Tess Reynolds, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Lady Falcons. 2 shorthanded goals. That one coming at 4:26. .4:16 to go here in the third period. 2-0 lead for the Lady Falcons. Still a power play, however, for the Vipers. If they can score here, there's still plenty of time to get the equalizer, but they got to get goal 1 first. As Hummel throws that one towards the net, never gets through. Seeger shovels it out the center. Hummel will throw it back inside the zone. It's going to be picked up by Wilbrandt. Wilbrandt behind her own net, backtracks, heads towards the far circle, and then goes over towards the near circle. Then reverses direction once more, getting dizzy. Out to center. And dumped down low. 44 seconds remaining on the power play for the Vipers. Player knocked out. We're going to get another penalty. Here is Novak. Throws it towards the net and covered up by Tackett. Hold on. So 30 seconds remaining on the first penalty. And it's Skinner going to the box for the tripping call for the Lady Falcons. So a 2-player advantage for the Vipers. And this time the Lady Falcons will call the timeout as they have a 2-0 lead, but they want to talk it over. So they'll be shorthanded 2 players for the next 30 seconds. 3:18 to go in the game. 2-0 lead for the Lady Falcons. Check out the chat real quick. Watching from St. Louis. A lot of people checking in. We appreciate that. Oh, Rachel Faust there. People gathering around after the church lunch watching the game. That's pretty cool. A lot of people tuning in. So we appreciate that. Whoa, someone checking in all the way from Colorado, Jody Campbell. Thank you, Jody. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. 2-0 lead. Very exciting game. It was a 2-1 victory for the Lady Falcons yesterday against the Vipers. They hold a 2-0 lead here with 3:18 remaining in the third period, but 2-player advantage power play for the Vipers here for the next 30 seconds. Kleinschrott and Skinner are in the box for the Lady Falcons. Vipers win the draw, and then it's shoveled outside the zone by the Lady Falcons, and that's Singh, however, on that shovel attempt by Protz. Faceoff will be to the right of Kaylin Tackett. .17 seconds remaining on the first penalty. Russell shoots. Glove save made by Tackett. Puck is loose, and then she's able to cover it up. She was able to make the initial save, but then the puck dropped down, and it was loose for a moment in the crease. But no Viper player was able to get there on time, and then Tackett was eventually able to cover up. Good attempt there by Russell. Lothar on the draw. Tries to shovel it through. Now Russell tracks it down. Near point, Solar. Cross ice pass comes outside of the zone. Lloyd did a nice job of knocking that one out to the neutral zone. First penalty is over. Now it's a one-player advantage. Here's Russell near circle. Backhand trying to center it over to Lothar. Lothar behind the net. Backhand, save made, Tackett. Here's Solar. Solar flip shot. And Lothar trying for the deflection, but unable to get a piece of it. Play in the near corner. Kept in by Solar. Cross ice pass. Lloyd backhands it outside the zone. Now here comes Break. Break in all alone. Save made, Reynolds right between the pads and covers up. Woo! Maya Break skating in all alone on that shorthanded opportunity. And Reynolds was able to cover it up and lock those pads without any further damage. Just under a minute remaining on the penalty to Skinner. 59 seconds. So still power play time for the Vipers. However, it's a defensive zone draw. Oh, on net, Reynolds able to cover that one up. Skursky tried to shovel it out. Tosca had Kuiper. And then Lloyd dumps it back inside Vipers territory. Hummel ahead to Kuiper. Kuipers. Tosk tried to dig it out. And then Break. Break had it knocked off the stick by Hummel, but she's able to center it to the far point. Puck goes behind the net. Seeger is there. Seeger tries to wrap around. I saw that one coming and had the stick in the pad covering up that near post. Minute 14 remaining. Power play is over. Both teams back at full strength. Puck outside to Mosley at center. Tries to dump it back in. Here's Break. Break has the puck knocked away, but Seegers picks up the loose change. Shoot! And Reynolds makes the save and hold on as we're just under a minute to play, 59.8 seconds. Faceoff will be to the left of Tess Reynolds. Lloyd will take the draw for the Lady Falcons and Lothar for the Vipers. Lothar wins another draw. Kleinschrott dumps it down low. Lloyd circling. Centers it. Puck is loose between the circles. Russell tried to shovel it up to the neutral zone, but unable to. Good job here by the Falcons to keep it inside Vipers territory with time winding down. Skursky will throw it over to the far boards. No, that was Janczek. Never mind. Now I'm getting Janczek confused with Skursky. And what do we got here? 24.8 seconds. Faceoff will be to the right of Tess Reynolds. 2-0 lead for the Lady Falcons. Well, aside from calling Janczak Skursky and Skursky Janczak, I apologize for that. We got most of the names right, but I apologize for those two players for getting them mixed up. I think I was just assuming the name, not the number. Lothar digs it out. 8 seconds remaining. Ahead to Russell. Russell tries to stick handle. Shot and a save made at the last minute, and time winds down. And the Lady Falcons come into Pleasant Prairie, and they blank the Vipers in their own home, even though this was technically a home game for the Lady Falcons. This is the home rink of the Vipers. And Kaylin Tackett and Gianna Russo able to pitch the combined shutout for the Lady Falcons as they defeat the Vipers here 2-0 in this 14U matchup. Boy, good game by both teams, though. There were plenty of opportunities on both sides, but the goaltending was just a bit better for the Lady Falcons, although that's not to say Tess Reynolds didn't do her part in net. She made several grade A saves, just was unfortunate to have an opportunity shorthanded by the Lady Falcons, with Chandler Seeger getting a shorthanded goal at the 7:30 mark in the second period to give the Lady Falcons their 1-0 lead. And then with 4:26 remaining in the third period, Lily Lloyd got a shorthanded goal for the Lady Falcons, and that was the final margin of victory, 2-0. So both goals by the Lady Falcons coming shorthanded. Well, that'll do it here from the IcePlex in Pleasant Prairie for our first matchup of the day. Well, they don't wait to turn off the lights. Giving everyone a hit. Good out. So that'll do it for our first game. Our second game, reminder, coming up at 2:50 p.m., we're going to be at the Twin Rinks in Buffalo Grove, where the St. Louis Lady Cyclones visit the North Shore Warhawks in a girls 10U matchup. Again, that game 2:50 p.m. So I'll take a little break here, tear everything down, head to Buffalo Grove, get set up for game 2. I want to thank everyone for tuning in on the NIHL Game of the Week on the NIHL TV network, powered by Stream Sports Midwest. So long, everybody. Again, final score, Lady Falcons 2 and the Vipers 0. Thanks for tuning in. So long, everybody.